All right, welcome everybody to Let's Talk Airguns. We are here at Daisy Nationals 2025, and I have the guru right here, the guy who he used to have this full head of hair, and then he's been doing these contests, these competitions for the last several years. We have Lawrence Taylor here. Lawrence, how you doing, my friend?
I'm doing good.
Yeah, so this is, instead of this year, or instead of like we did last year, where I'd interview everybody and then eventually get the videos out, we're gonna do live stream. We're gonna live stream the whole, well, from here at least several times. Mm-hmm. So what do you think of that idea?
I think it's a great idea. We're gonna have some guests come by.
Excellent.
We're gonna get some contestants in to talk about practice and their lives. And of course, we'll get our esteemed leaders to come on and hopefully keep it clean.
Yeah, right.
We'll have a good time.
Yeah, I'm excited. I think that being able to bring you guys actually what's happening, that's super quiet right now because I think everybody went to get lunch. Mm-hmm. But it was like crazy earlier today because today's another registration day. The pro shop's open. Tell me what it's like trying to run one of these things, man. It's got to be crazy.
It takes a lot of preparation. We start 6 months out. Amy James heads up the committee. It's, a committee of 3 to 5 people that work on different aspects. And, there's a lot of different aspects, from the technological aspects to the competition, to just all this different, the pro shop and everything. It takes a long time to prepare for, and a lot of planning, but then it seems to come together pretty good.
From the outside looking in, you'd never know that there are any hiccups. It's pretty awesome to watch it. And I know there are some. I'm still waiting to get shirts, but we're not going to talk about that.
Right. That's been our first hiccup. And waiting in line an hour and a half to get checked in was another one. So.
It's been, I don't know how many years I've done this, but this is one of the highlights of my year to come here because we have, I don't know how many competitors do you have this year?
We have 54 teams of 7 kids each, and I'm not good at math. And we've got our 10-meter airgun has grown this year, so I think we got 70 some odd.
Wow, okay, that's a big deal. Last year there weren't nearly that many.
No, there was 30 or so.
Yeah, so that's awesome. Mm-hmm. So you've got the BB gun competition, you got air rifle, and tomorrow we have the opening ceremonies. You guys can watch that live, by the way, on is it daisynationals.com?
Yes.
So Sue, would you throw the computer up? So if you go to daisynationals.com, you can actually, they're going to have opening ceremonies and closing ceremonies. And you guys can kind of catch all the fun that goes on there. It is a hoot because I don't know how many chairs you got set up in there, but there's got to be 3,000.
Yeah, there's a bunch of kids.
So you get a bunch of people all jammed in there, and there's beach balls flying around, and it's a lot of fun.
I'll tell you, by the halfway point, the first time I emceed the opening ceremonies, I knew that this was a different kind of event. I mean, that nothing that I've ever been involved with, from Bassmaster Classic or NWTF conventions or any of the Rocky Mountain elk, the conventions and things that I've attended.
Yeah.
No, they don't hold a candle to these kids. And, I always say these kids are the best kids our country has to offer. They're polite, they're controlled, they're just wonderful kids.
I have been, I've been here many, many years, and when you take concentrated individuals, in other words, you have a whole bunch of people in this little teeny space, you have 300, 400, 500 youngsters, and I don't remember ever seeing an incident where security had to be called.
Oh, no.
It's really incredible to watch.
Even the hotel folks here say we look forward to this every year because a lot of times the rooms are cleaner when the kids leave than they were when they checked in.
It's awesome. It is a great event. And the big part of why I like, being part of this is that Daisy's investment, and this goes back, this is what, 58th?
58th.
That's a long time. 58th iteration of this event. I think you guys had to take 1 year off because of COVID, right? But, that's a lot of years in a row. But nonetheless, the commitment to youth shooting programs, and you have the educational part, which you have got to go fix and get ready to give a test here shortly.
Right.
So you give the test. All the competitors have to take the written test, which is 20% of their score. That's like getting a whole if you get a perfect score, it's like getting a perfect shot card.
Right,
You get to add to
right,
your
like
total.
bullseyes all the way.
It is huge. That is a huge thing. So I know they're probably out there cramming, the last minute cramming.
I've seen multiple
That's why
teams.
it's so quiet.
Yes, everybody's studying. But that's a huge part of it. So they have the education part as well as gun safety and handling and marksmanship and just everything. And then the team aspect of it and helping your teammate, because everybody, I don't know about you, but I have taken in my life a bad shot. maybe two.
Oh yeah.
I always like when I'm doing my videos and I've got 4 perfect shots, and that 5th one, man,
You
that
get the
fifth,
flyer way
the
up
5th
here.
one is the elusive one. If I'm doing 10-shot groups, it's the 10th one, you know.
Right.
9 perfect shots, and then oh gosh, it is.
Well, I tell you,
Tough.
these kids, talk about accuracy. These kids are way better shooters than I am.
Impressive.
They're impressive. Yeah, didn't you shoot against a girl
I did.
here one
Yes,
time?
but I beat her like by 1 point too. She was 9 years old, and I would not let her win. I would not let her win. She might still be here. She's still
Daniela. That was who it was. Daniela
She's still
Winkle.
competing. Yep. That was funny. Yeah. Yeah. She was. That was a hoot. I wasn't gonna let a 9-year-old beat me.
She would have beaten me. I'll admit it right here.
Oh, that was a lot of fun. Well, I got to get ready to take some pictures of the painted gun competition, which is coming up here shortly. But we wanted to run a test, kind of do an intro, kind of talk to the guy. One of the guys who helps bring all this together, and you have a lot of hats you wear in this whole thing. So, yeah, if you guys are seeing pictures on social media or you seeing content that goes out there, you say, "Oh, that's really cool." Well, you probably had your fingers in the midst of that somewhere.
That's right.
That's what you do.
Right.
And so you guys can appreciate Lawrence for his hard work and what he does to keep Daisy and now Crossman and all that stuff out there in the mix, and Benjamin and just in BSA. Let's not forget one of my favorite airguns. It's the redheaded stepchild right now. We're gonna see BSA take over the world. Probably not, but it would be nice to see more BSA airguns out there. But in the meantime, you guys see all the social media stuff. That's LT. He's make sure all that goes out. So we will say a huge thank you to you, and thank you for having me out again. He's
Thank you for being here.
Still bringing me out here. It's pretty awesome. I don't know if you guys even saw Sue. Did you even put yourself on camera?
I'm here.
Yeah, Sue is here too. She's over there running all the switches. But yeah, we're gonna be having a good time. So thank you, Lawrence.
Thank you.
I know you got to go do stuff. We're gonna sort of turn down things a little bit here and go take some pictures as we go. So, all right, man. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Sounds good.
Have a great rest of your day.
Thanks, Sue.
All right, guys. That's gonna be it for now. We'll be back here in a little bit, and we'll catch you guys later here at Days Nationals 2025.